I just told him that they know. I think they've been on a few other shows. Sacramento Water Festival. Sacramento Water Festival, we have to say it 3 times or more.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
20 seconds.
20 seconds. I talk to the people, and then we go into an animated logo. Don't watch it,
15 seconds.
and it comes back to me, and I introduce you.
Okay.
And Quiet on set.
Don't
10
leave
seconds.
right away after the show because I need to.
Don't what?
Don't leave right away after the show.
5,
I can't hear you.
3, 2, 1.
Coming up on LiveWire, you're going to meet a couple of people who are really interesting because they are involved in so many interesting projects that in their lives, and also in our lives in terms of water. Stay tuned for LiveWire right after this. Clear. Okay, so now it's going to come back to me and I'll introduce you. Ha ha. Welcome to LiveWire. And with me in the studio, and I have to read it because I want to get it right, okay, is Oba Dr. Sola Atanda. He is the founder and president of something called ATAF, which we'll get to, International Worldwide Organization, and the originator of, get this, the Sacramento Water Festival. I think it's great. And along with him is, he's a member of ATAF, is Babalawo Sangodare, I'm working it, Agjobi, help me.
Egunjobi.
Egunjobi,
Yes.
and the last one is Ifasina.
Yes.
Okay, and I'm sure I could get it, and if we hang out a little bit, I'll be calling it correct.
Oh, yes.
Okay. And the issue today is not all these wonderful things like he is the founder of a current world president of the Ancient Religion Societies of African Descendants International Council. And that carries forward everything from the design of your cope, the thing you're wearing on top, to writing and all kinds of things, correct?
You're right.
Wow.
You're right because when you have a title, or you have an organization, or you are involved in anything, it is a project that can serve humanity, that has origin.
Mm-hmm. Yes, 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 yes.
And when you dress up, many of the paraphernalia in your body will even be speaking certain things about you.
Mm-hmm.
And when people are curious, they ask, they will relate it to what you represent, just like a uniform sometimes.
Mm-hmm. I see that, and I see also a joyful uniform.
Thank you very much.
Both of you.
Thank you.
And Babalawo, you were walking down the street. Can I say that as your first name, or do I have to say Sangodari?
Well, yes, you can use Shangodari. Babalawo is actually a title.
It is.
Which
I see.
means a high priest within traditional African spirituality called Ifa.
I like it. So Sangodari.
Yes,
Would that
that's
work?
fine. That's
Okay. You are co-director of the Water Festival, but you have your own existence as part of this bigger group. And you were walking down the street one day and you ran into this fellow and he said, "Come with me." Oh, is that what happened?
Well, it's a little deeper than that. Actually, I've been knowing, we say Maialuo, which means godfather or prime in the Yoruba language. I've known him since 1997 is when I first met him, a long time ago, when at that time Hataf International was not in Sacramento, but in the city of Richmond, which is my origin. Richmond, the same city, home of Rosie the Riveter, the federal museum that's in that small city. So
know
that's
it
how
well.
we met.
I know it well. In fact, I lived near Richmond when I was going to UC Berkeley, and worked with. They have a theater company there, and I worked with them and built scenery and did all kinds of things, and I loved it. I thought it was quite wonderful. It's right on the water. So, this is all good. But help me with some of these things like the North American region of Arsadik.
Yes. What it is that, as you mentioned earlier, that Oba, Dr. Shola Atanda, which is to my left, my godfather, he is the world president of the Ancient Religion Societies of African Descendants International Council. And I am the appointed two-term president of the North America region. ARSADC, which is the acronym, has branches in North America, has Trinidad and Tobago, has one in Brazil, also in the U.S. Virgin Islands, and also some other developing points as we speak right now, with the headquarters from Ile-Ife, Nigeria, which is a very, very ancient city, one of the oldest cities within the country of Nigeria.
Wow. So the process of relating to water or relating to these programs that are listed here, some of these listed, I don't know what they are. Can you help me? Are, ala, asala, osogo,
Oshogbo, those are very prominent titles that he will explain more that he holds, being an elder within traditional culture, science, and spirituality.
Okay, I can see, and there's a nice parallel with a lot of religions where they have levels of service and participation and position.
Yes.
Tell me.
Yeah,
about
when
that.
you say Are Alasa, the meaning of Are is president. Alasa, Asa is the shield. You see, Alasa is a shield bearer. A shield bearer is a defender of the city. So the Are Alasa is the title given to the coordinator or the president of the defenders of the city. That's the title I'm given in my city, Are Alasa of Oshogbo land. That is the president of the defenders of the city. That's what it means. It's a service itself. Because from my origin, the origin of my paternal origin, we are warriors. We defend the city. And I come of age to say, hey, the role I play in the city, I should be given that title of the defender of the city, defense in economy, defense in culture, defense in all other areas that can promote the image of that city. So giving somebody a title is an assignment. It's a description of what that person represents. It's not for sale. It's not the thing you buy. That's why I have that title. And when you talk of the Asadic, the Asian Religious Society of African Descendants, that's religion. That is the counterpart of the Muslim Council, the Christian Council. This started since 1795, even during the reign of the colonial masters in Nigeria. That's how they brought themselves together in the faith of Africa, because before Christianity, before Islam, we have religion. I only happen to be the current president of that organization, which means I am the current president of the organization that is the umbrella body for all associations of African traditional religious associations. That's why I have that. And that's why he is the vice president for North America. We have zones.
Yes.
That's how we come about that. So these are titles that explain the importance or the responsibility of a particular person in a particular area.
Okay.
So the Asadic is universal. The headquarters in Nigeria, just like Christian thing may be in Rome, the Islam thing may be in Arab, the traditional thing comes in Nigeria. I'm the current president. Why the chairman of the board of trustees is the king of all of the kings in Nigeria, the Oni of Ife, Kabiyesi.
Kabiyesi.
You see. So that's how that comes in. But through religion, through culture, the culture of a people is the religion of a people. And in the religion, the culture, you find something that are very special, that very unique, like water.
Yes, like
Water is that one single element that nobody can fight with. Without water, there's no life.
Absolutely
It's
right.
so
Fascinating.
coincidental that coming to Sacramento, I found this water by accident. I just went on one of my morning jogs,
Yes.
and by the river, I sat down there, put my leg. Removing the leg later, I found some particles of gold on my leg. What's going on? What's going on here? I had to do investigation with people who live in Sacramento.
That's fascinating.
And they say, hey, that is the mother of mother called water. That's water, Sacramento water. Because it's named after a particular woman who was using water to heal people in this Sacramento, Madam Sacrament.
Wow. You brought some video. We could have a look at it. Good.
Most definitely.
Sure.
Does it relate to what we're talking about?
Oh, yes.
From the Sacramento.
This is the world president and founder of Atop International. We have. He was controlled back then. Yeah. He said he was ruling for Regalia.
Nice.
Because he's an imperial spiritual majesty.
Oh, that's great.
yeah.
Well, it's an honor to be here today.
Hold on to their culture. We try to, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at Discovery Park.
Yes.
And if I just go to Discovery Park, will I see people going in your direction?
Oh, yes,
I'm
most
sure.
definitely. You
Definitely.
just would enter through Richards Boulevard,
Uh-huh.
make a right on Jaboom Street and go straight on in. After you cross the bridge, we've been in the same place. This year we'll make 22nd years. Cross the bridge and to your left.
All right. Okay.
Every first
There it is.
Saturday.
Oh, look, my people put up the description where the Twin Rivers meet. Enter through Jaboom Street. Okay, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. And can I get food there?
Oh, yes.
No
Sure.
food alone, drinks.
I love going to events. You really get such a wide variety of taste. And our family, my parents, they said, try everything. And we do. My wife and I try all kinds of foods. So I find it fascinating, this international worldwide festival. The Sacramento Water Festival is another thing altogether. It seems like bringing consciousness to something that one would not necessarily think would be the subject of a festival, and it's something that we carry in our heads as important, but but you know, you shouldn't dance about it, maybe, or
Yeah, it depends on appreciation. You see, when something is important and you appreciate it, you attach some importance to it, then people will know the value of that particular thing more.
yes,
People will stop abusing water. Government cannot do everything to carry advice, information about water to people, but people in the community should feed people in the community with good information. That's why it's celebrated. At the festival, you even see some water companies. People
yes.
take care of water for government to come and even give some lectures, give information, distribute flyers, give out information that is relevant to maintain water.
yes. I
Because
think
the
that-
percentage of drinkable water in the world is so little, so we cannot abuse it. Part of the celebration spells that out, make people know, oh, there's something important here.
this is
Like if you're going to tell something to some children, you think of what they like to bring it into their head. When there's festival, then they get other information. So it's simple, we're helping the community, helping the government, helping the universe, so they don't abuse water. Water is so important that it needs to be celebrated.
All right, we're going to take a short break. Thanks for that. I think that's wonderful. Here we go. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back. We'll be right back with Dr. Sola Atanda and Dr. Baba. You could tell me your name.
Babalao, Shangodari, Egunjobi Fashina.
Easy for you. We'll be back in just a minute with LiveWire.
Futures Explored presents Hooray Soiree, the wrap party of the year for LiveWire, filming their final season of TV this year after 32 years of broadcast. Enjoy interactive, offbeat entertainment and fun. Ticket information is available at accesssacramento.org.
Get it, slip it, cuff it, check it. Talk to doctor now and share it.
Get it, slip it, cuff it, check it. High blood pressure silently affects millions of Americans. Staying on top of your blood pressure is as simple as these 4 easy steps. Self-monitoring is power. Visit manageyourbp.org to learn more.
Okay, well, we're back, and I'm speaking with Dr. Solia Atanda. Did I get it right? Close
get it
enough?
right.
Close enough for
Yeah.
Okay. And Babalu Sangudare Ngajobi Ipasina.
You're right.
What?
You're right.
Okay. You're dragging me along here. Good. And we're talking about an event that you can go and meet these fellows and also really enjoy the whole concept of the Sacramento Water Festival. And it's this weekend. There it is. They put this up on the screen. It's on 10 a.m. And it lasts until 4 p.m. And there's all kinds of things at Discovery Park. Not hard to find in Sacramento. And it's there. How many years have you been doing this?
Oh, 22 years. 22 years.
22 years this has been going on. And if you have missed the festival before, don't miss it this year. I find it fascinating. Actually, I did go to it one of those years, and I had a wonderful time. And my wife says, let's go back. You're meeting those guys, let's go back. I don't think I'd wear what is this called, this
A shoke?
shoke?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't have one of those, but it's great seeing you in it.
Oh, thank you.
And this is,
The beads?
yeah, all the beads.
Yeah, the beads now represent titles sometimes, represent where you belong, represent who you are in the society. Like you have Kora beads, is the most popular for royal fathers and high chiefs in Nigeria. This royal bead, this is Kora bead.
Coral.
Yeah, and when you see it on a person, he must be a chief or an oba or a king. And you see another one here. It also represents a divinity in Nigeria called Ifa, the
Ifa.
esoteric language of God.
I see.
Ifa. Then you see the big one here, the white one.
Oh, yeah.
It represents immaculate. So there is a deity called Obatala, Obatasa, the one the Yoruba people believe is the deputy of God that helped God mold the human
I got it.
before God put breath to make sure that a human become living. So beads put and the color many a times give meaning to people who have the original story. And then when you have dress like this, there are some people that cannot just wear a single layer of dress. We call it a watele, the one you wear underneath, the main one.
Okay.
You have to put a top one. Being a spiritual imperial majesty, I have to do complete dressing. And today also being special, that's where these colors. And also, today is also special to my country, Nigeria. My country of birth. Anyway, I'm also an American. You know, the flag of America is green, white, green.
Green, yes.
Yeah.
It's a green country.
Aha.
I see.
And that's why you see
Oh, we
me-
have some pictures.
see
Have a
me
look at
green,
these
white,
pictures.
green.
There's another costume there. Oh, look at this. Can you see it?
Oh,
Could you
yeah.
describe it?
That is part of the best, the highest dress material. We call it the damask, alagba. Several years ago, it was very popular, but it's come back now.
I see.
So that's also royal.
Okay, cool. And this one here?
That one there is special to me because it was a gift from His Imperial Spiritual Majesty to me, and it's wearing the colors of a very popular deity too. One is called Shango, which is the one that rules the sky along with his wife Oya. Oya, the power behind the hurricane, whirlwind. So mainly Oya, but Shango can wear that color too. So that's red. You know.
Shango and oh yeah.
And it takes, its name comes after that deity, Shango Dare.
I see.
Yeah, see, because Shango always give right judgment. The deity that speaks the truth, because he's a very honest guy, very truthful, and very, very serious about his job. That's why he has the name Shango Dare.
I love it. Okay. I'm very serious about my job. How much time do we have? 4 minutes? 4 minutes to talk. Yes, okay. What are we missing? What are we missing to talk about this weekend? You want to say something about this weekend, the things that we may have missed?
The Water Festival this weekend, it will come up as usual the first Saturday of every November, and the city approves that, and there are a lot of other stakeholders who are involved with water. A lot of vendors will be there to feed people with food. Organizations like the fire service will be there to give information to people, their reaction if there's fire and what can prevent fire hazard. We have about 29 vendors who want to speak about various things and give people information about things that can make this life worthy of living. So Sacramento water contains a lot of advantages that people can get. And this is our own part of helping the government to carry good information to the city. The government cannot do everything. But if there's a place for you to get information and you don't go there, you don't get it.
Yeah,
So people should come
I got it.
and see how this city can be a better place.
Yes.
Let's help the government so that the government can help us. That's part of our own civil discharge, to do what is important as good citizens of a place and of a country.
And of the country.
If America will be good Americans must make sure it's good. Let's come to Water Festival
That's it.
and take advantage. People don't know should know. And people who know should tell people who don't know.
Oh, I got it.
It's very important.
It is.
We
It
need
is.
to
It is.
cooperate with the government, the mayor of the city, the governor of the state, the president of the country. Let's do our own part to make it happen.
That's absolutely.
By the way of attending the water festival, nobody makes enemy with water. Water you used to drink, to bathe, to wash, and to even do a lot of things. You make beer, you make drinks, you make so many things. Without water, life is zero. So let's cooperate
Oh, thank
and
you.
see what happens.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
And how many years have you been going?
Oh, I've been going since its inception,
Since
22 years.
Well, okay.
Participating 22 years and utilizing, as the other co-directors, all of our different expertise to see how, just like, give an example, it is the President of the United States to utilize his generals to win a war. So using that analogy, we co-directors are like the generals that use our abilities to put out what the one that started the festival is trying to do to make it the best festival possible, and also put out the best information. So we have all different types of talents, which His Spiritual Imperial Majesty utilize and say, hey, what can you do to make this? Oh, I speak a lot of languages. I can do this. I can do that. Just for example, or we have some that are doctors, one in education, one is a doctor in so many different areas.
Really a good one.
All right.
All right. I want to thank you both for coming in to talk to me about
you,
this. I
sir.
really appreciate that.
Ashe.
And come back when you wish.
Thank
Just
you so
let
much.
us
Thank
know.
you very much.
There's so much to talk about what you two do. All right.
Definitely.
Okay, well, that's it for today, LiveWire, and I want to thank you for having me as a host and allowing me to meet people like these two gentlemen every week for many years. We'll see you. Bye-bye.